How's it going? I'm Tim. This is
Richard.
my brother, and we're Burt Brothers Brewing. We decided to do something a little bit different, drink some beers, talk about some beers. So,
Drinking beer ain't no different. We talk about it all the time and never stop talking.
we're not as any damn beer reviewers, but we like to drink beer, and we figure we'd just do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Now a reminder is we're just a couple fat guys that like beer, so we're just going to review the beers. Whatever we say, we say. You can take it to heart or not. But if you find a beer you like, it don't matter who likes it or who doesn't like it. As long as you like it, you drink it. That's all there is to it. And we always have a saying, we live in the moment.
Yeah, beer's a moment kind of drink.
It is.
One day you'll be in the right moment, it'll be the best beer. Next day you get home, I'll open up a bottle. God, that's nasty, you say.
And then 2 days later on a hangover, you're drinking it again. So, yeah, beer's good. It's living in the moment. So,
Most definitely.
we're going to live in the moment here now. We're going to try our first. I think we got the Porter Showdown going on today. So,
We didn't even mean it. We just said we'll each bring 3 beers. So we have 6 beers to drink. Some are 22, some aren't. So,
well, we got more than 6. But don't tell the wives.
well, we might as well start. Our first beer is Deschutes Black Butt Porter. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's not too far away from us.
No,
Local beer for us.
Yeah, it's a great little brewery, I'll tell you. Well, I guess they're a big brewery now. See, I just can't wait to drink.
Don't forget, you gotta get.
Oh, I gotta get me some too. Shit, I think I got the short end of the stick on that one. Nope,
No,
I got
that's
more.
fine. All right.
All right, so we're just gonna tell you what we think of this beer. I like it. It's beer in a glass.
Obviously, we've had it a lot. It's kind of our go-to porter. If you need a base porter to add vanilla or whatever to, this is a good one to do it too.
Oh, a few drops of some nice Spanish or Mexican vanilla. Best vanilla ever. Pure vanilla. A couple drops of that in a glass, and it's phenomenal with this.
So alcohol is 5.2%. ID uses 30, of course. It says profile. Notes of rich chocolate, coffee, and luscious creaminess, and a roasted finish.
Roasted
So
finish.
let's see what we smell, I guess, huh?
I bet you it smells like Black Butte Porter. Yep.
Definitely get the roasty and the chocolate. It's like,
Yeah, I smell a little bit of raisin. I always smell a little bit of raisin with this, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. And I know
What's going on?
the alcohol's real low, so it's not going to be a real strong beer.
no.
You know what that tastes like?
Black Butt Porter.
Tastes like more. It's really good. It's an easy drinking beer. It's it doesn't have a lot of the roastiness to it. So if you like a lighter dark beer, this would be the way to go as far as I'm concerned, because there are so many out there that are just beautifully good.
We'll run into those a little later, I think. But no, you can definitely get. It's not overly sweet. It's not thick on the tongue. It's just about the right mouthfeel that you would want. You get a little bit of coffee and the roasty, like
right at the end.
Yeah, it's very pleasant. It's easy drinking. I think they designed this porter just to be able to drink like a lager or a light beer. It's not a real heavy beer, so
It's kind of like us. We're not real heavy either. But no, we like to have beers, and Tim brews beers that are for the everyday average drinker, you know. And this is something similar to what we like to drink and we like to brew. It's phenomenal stuff.
just really clean beers. You know, man, that's the biggest thing is
Deschutes has done a really good job. I mean, over the years they've progressed quite a bit, and there are very few beers from Deschutes I don't like.
yeah. There's maybe a couple.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I
very
can't name
few.
them though.
Yeah, so I mean, their lager that they come out with is pretty darn phenomenal too. I think.
They're fresh. The fresh squeeze.
Oh, that's good.
That is probably one of the better IPAs.
So just background, I chose porters because we're in the winter time, and I'm a very seasonal drinker. I know my brother's pretty much a seasonal drinker too.
Yeah.
You know, the winters, we like the winter ale.
Season is beer.
So I like to drink the porter stouts, winter ales. Oh, a big old dark chocolatey coffee hoppy ale is just amazing. But yeah, so I chose this one that I chose, just because it's a great one for drinking during the winter and kind of warms you up a little bit. I think. So
I just picked the beers because they sounded good. I was drinking a lager earlier, just actually a lager and a blonde ale earlier. So no.
I started out with a light Slayer.
Slayer Christmas ale.
More of that next week.
Yeah. I think next week's going to be our Christmas beer episode.
Our seasonal beers.
Yeah.
Oh, winter beers are great. Never some of my favorite. So that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Well, you heard us gab about this one enough. Now it's time to move on to another one. You want a little water to rinse that out?
Sure,
Tim?
might as well.
Look here, we're not even throwing it on the floor. Not too much, anyway. Oh, that's good.
Okay, next up. Ooh, got a ring in my ear.
Yeah. This next one I like a lot.
So next up is Three Creeks 5 Pine Chocolate Porter. It's 6.2% alcohol, so that'll get you going.
Yeah. Especially after 6 or 8, huh?
It's from Sisters, Oregon, which isn't too far away from Bend.
Yeah, about 15 miles, so
Yeah,
15,
let's
20
see.
miles, yeah.
They don't really have any description of it. Oh, here we go. A robust porter that features 2 pounds per barrel of the finest Belgian chocolates, creating a slightly roasty pint with underlying chocolate sweetness. All right.
You
Sounds
want to do
good.
the starter
I'll do
this
it.
time?
I'll do it.
I'll let you pour it for me.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I like this one. I had some of this here about a week ago, and I'll tell you what, I felt it after 6 out there.
When was the first time we had this?
I think the first time, wasn't it that I'm old, I forget, but I was thinking at our Christmas party for BDX Brewing.
No, it wasn't. It was actually on that golf tournament that we done.
Oh, kegs and clubs. Nothing like having a keg at every hole.
Yeah, they sponsored
Every
one
team.
of the holes. I think it was like hole 9.
How many people did we let play through?
It was quite a few, so.
Good beer.
Yeah.
Good beer.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, you can just smell that chocolate. That chocolate's just boom right there in your face.
Mm-hmm.
It's so rich. It's very, I don't know. It's almost like you're eating a piece of chocolate while you're smelling it while you're eating it. It's so good. It's
A
very
little
good.
malty sweetness on the nose. Don't get any roast hardly at all. So.
He's very technical. I just tell you how I think.
No, I can hardly smell.
Yeah,
Recovering from my cold.
No, all I can get off of it is a lot of chocolate right off the bat. And as soon as you put it in, you get that nice silky chocolatey kind of put it in. As soon as you put it in. As soon as you drink it, you get that.
He likes the dark red swings down his throat. So.
But it's got a nice silky, smooth, chocolatey taste to it. It's very nice, very light still. I mean, it's got a higher alcohol. This one can get you, it'll sneak right up on you. It'll get you.
Yeah.
It's very nice. It's a beautiful beer, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. Oh, yeah.
A little thicker, of a body to it, which is good. I like it. I like my porters a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
Not super thin, but no, that's good.
I think this one would even be good with a drop of vanilla in it.
Yeah.
I really do.
It has a little bit of bitterness to it. I get
Not
the
much.
bitterness a little bit, but not too bad. Not too bad. It's another easy drinker.
Excuse me.
For a dark beer.
Yeah.
You know, everybody always afraid of the dark beers when they first start drinking good beer, and it's just like,
Everybody thinks because it's dark, it's strong, and that's not necessarily true unless you're drinking a dark strong. Oh, yeah. So,
I don't know what else to say about it. Very clean again.
it's a very good beer. I like it because it's got that nice chocolate note to it.
Yeah.
They've definitely went out of their way to try to make that the forefront, the chocolate, to get that to where people know. And it's how much Belgian chocolate did it say?
2 pounds per barrel, so per 31 gallons of
2
beer.
pounds of
2
chocolate
pounds.
is a lot.
Yeah,
That's quite a
especially.
bit.
But you can still taste the beer. That's the nice
It's a
thing.
little
about
dry after a bit. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like
Which
that
brings
a
out
lot.
the little bit of a bitterness.
Yeah.
Which the bitterness to me is on the front end of my tongue, not
It is
Weird.
too. Yeah. It's like,
right where all the ladies like to say. At least one. Maybe. Oh, too good. Brewed
I like
and
that a lot.
packaged in Sisters, Oregon, gateway to Central Oregon beer and adventure.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you've never been to Sisters, that is a phenomenal place to go. We actually stopped at, my wife and I went over to Bend for 5 days, and we stopped at Three Creeks, and it was a neat place. They have some good food, wonderful different beers. You can try everything, every place over there. There's hundreds of breweries, I think, over there now. And they say per capita, Bend has more breweries than Portland now per capita. So it's a hopping place. So if you ever get a chance to get over to Sisters Bend, phenomenal. Lots of fun.
I'd say Bend, Portland, and Eugene for beer drinking.
Yeah, Eugene was a lot of fun too.
Corvallis is getting a lot better though too.
We're getting to Eugene.
Yeah, we're getting there. The funny thing, the more it sits and you start thinking about this beer, is more like plum or dark fruit, like
You think
raisin.
so?
Yeah.
See, I got more raisin off of the shoots than this myself.
That's a good thing about beer. It doesn't really matter. It's
Everybody
gets
tastes
something
it different.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Lord knows I'm way different. So
Well,
that's really nice.
yeah.
That's really nice.
I guess we'll sit back, finish these, then we'll come back with the next one.
All right, well, we're back.
Hey.
We finished that beer. It didn't take long. We don't want to chug a lug every beer, you know.
Maybe
Well, we
later.
do some days. It depends.
That's next video. Chuck Sour Saturday.
It depends on how the women are, you know. Edit that part out.
Yeah.
My wife won't want to.
All right, next comes up Crux PCT Porter. Says it's a day in, day out porter. It's another one from Bend. We got looking through our beers. We have nothing from Eugene this time.
So I apologize. We have some from Southern Oregon that's down in Akron. Yeah, I apologize. Nothing from Eugene.
So this one is, let me see here, 5.5% alcohol, 30 IBUs.
That's going to have a little bit more of a bite, I think.
A little, not much.
not
Three
much.
Creeks was a little more IBUs, but
Okay.
it says it's not uncommon to find Pacific Crest Trail hikers at Crux enjoying a well-deserved day off from the grueling 2,659-mile hike. The trail runs just outside of Bend along the crest of the Cascades. They come to enjoy great company, rewarding blah, 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 PCT, blah, 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 blah.
Wow, there's a lot of blahs in there. I don't get
You'll
that.
discover robust flavors driven by a roasted and chocolate malt bill, paid off with refreshing day in and day out drinkability. So I have a feeling. Here, I put the last one.
It's my turn?
I have a feeling it's going to. Here, you want the bottle opener?
No.
I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like Black Butte Porter.
It's a
Just
pretty
by
light one.
description, So
Most
never
of the
had
porters
it.
here, I'm being rude and pouring my own first. I
Yeah,
should fill
he's
it.
going
and
to
get
fill
it.
the glass, and I'll have to go to the catering.
All right, I'll
Very
share.
pretty. A
Birdie.
real light tan head on it.
Oh.
Oh, party foul!
That's the can. They didn't make this can.
No.
Right, I guess. That's about the only thing I
Look
got
at
bad
that.
to say about that.
That's pretty. That looks good.
It's also pretty. I like that pretty, huh?
Nice
That's
tight bubbles
beautiful.
in the head.
Oh, that's got some nice roastiness to it. Oh, that's way nice. That's
Very
good.
clean.
That's good. Very.
Oh, I'm just going to drink it for you.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's really good. I gotta find something to clean up my mess. Nope, can't find nothing. Oh well.
Where's
Now, see that's not too bad. That's right up there with the Shoots. I think it's pretty nice. It's very clean. It's such a clean beer.
A little heavier mouthfeel than Black Butt.
It's a little silky. I got to go to this brewery too, and by far in Bend, this is my favorite brewery. It is.
Oh yeah.
I have yet to have a beer from them I don't like.
They're Gimme Mo IPA.
Oh,
Out of this world.
Phenomenal brewery. Phenomenal food. If you've never been, another one I suggest. They've got an outdoor area. They've got all kinds of yard games and stuff you can have fun with, or you can just sit and enjoy their beer. And that's exactly what I did because I'm not gonna go do yard games. I'm gonna enjoy beer.
Oh, fuck that. We do yard games all the time. Don't believe this asshole. We're kind of natural at yard games. I don't know why. There's some bleach
I'm
wipes
still
right
looking
there.
Oh, here we go. My brother's wet wipes.
Yeah, so you can keep smelling lemon through these borders. No. There's a flavor. It has that. Sometimes with dark beers you get, especially stouts, you get like a dusty roastness, like on your tongue, like a chalky, powdery kind of.
Here, wipe your tongue off and make it taste good. Oh, I get what you mean. It's kind of like that. Yeah.
I don't want to say ashy because people then start thinking ashtray kind of thing, but
No.
it's like a dustiness. I don't know. That's good though.
It's like you like the chalkboard, but it tastes good.
It's almost like putting a little bit of baker's chocolate on your tongue. Honestly, that's what it is.
It's dry. It's got a little bitterness to it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's
This one's definitely the driest out of the three.
the bitter chocolate of Hershey's cocoa powder.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what I picked up.
Or like a cacao bar, or whatever they call it. It's 85% cacao or
Yeah.
cocoa. Oh, it's good
Cacao,
stuff.
yeah.
Cacao.
No, it's good. It's
Oh,
gone down
wait till
easy.
we've had a few of them.
But yeah, it's almost like eating not a spoonful, but a little bit of Hershey's cocoa powder.
Yeah, it's good.
That's
Baking
good. I
cocoa.
like it.
Baking
Yeah.
cocoa.
Yeah, the powder.
Well, they have Hershey's powdered chocolate milk mix too.
Mm.
It's really good.
I almost could say Swiss Miss.
This? Yeah, almost.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
The Swiss Miss isn't real.
No, I don't like
Real
Swiss
sweet.
Miss. Like Swiss Miss to me is the worst hot chocolate powder in the world. Ugh. Never tastes good. Get the Ghirardelli ones.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
That's good.
it's not bad. I love it. I love Crux.
Very
These
chocolatey.
guys have done phenomenal things with their beers that are so easy drinking and they're so well balanced. The Gimme Mo IPA, I can't begin to tell you how well balanced that is because you get the perfect amount of hoppiness to bitterness. It's really great, but I guess we're talking about a porter today. Guess I should next week. No, a couple weeks from now we'll do some IPAs.
I guess we're gonna start theming these. We didn't even mean to.
No, he said grab 3 beers and I'll grab 3 beers and we'll review them.
Yeah.
And I got porters and he got porters. How do you like
Go
that?
figure. Well, this
Great
one's kind
minds
of
think
a
alike.
brown ale with a stout. I guess we can call that a porter. But
Oh, that's going to be delicious. I can't
Yeah.
wait to listen to you hear I can't wait to hear you say the name of it.
oh yeah, that's gonna be a hard one. We should save that for the last.
I think the coconut one should be one of the last ones.
Yeah.
You got kind of a sweet thing going on.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here looking at the beers that we got to drink. We have a chocolate hazelnut. We have a vanilla porter and a toasted coconut porter.
I was just gonna save the vanilla porter for last.
Oh yeah, that's
you got a good story behind that
yeah,
one. So.
vanilla porter. That one's pretty cool. I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
And I'm not gonna rate these things.
No,
It's good. Drink more.
cheap or good? Yeah,
Delicious. That was good. Very chocolatey. And it's
It's a very good beer. It's not as chocolately as the Three Creeks.
Yeah, I think it's more for me.
Is it? Now, see, for me, it tasted like I was eating a candy bar or like a piece of the chocolate on the Three Creeks. It was
See,
real silky.
this kind of reminds me of a truffle. Not a truffle.
Yeah, a truffle coated with that baker's chocolate.
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good one.
Who
That's
said
a good
we're not
analogy.
beer reviewers? Fuck them.
Wait until we find one that tastes like a dog turd, and I'll be honest with you.
As long as you deep fry it, nobody cares. That's a backyard Snickers bar. That's what I tell the kids. I'm getting you a backyard Snickers bar. And the nice thing about the beer, it makes the water taste good too.
Oh, it does. It does. Yeah, I don't know which one we're gonna do next.
We
Let's
got
do the coconut.
coconut or this one?
Let's do the coconut. I'm
Yeah.
anticipating that other one.
All right, this one's from Caldera out
had
of
this.
Ashland, Oregon. I've never had this one. Toasted coconut chocolate porter, basically. Porter brewed with chocolate and real coconut. Drink fresh, do not age. Independent craft, 6.2% alcohol. Where's the date on this so I can see if it's old? See if you brought me.
Up here.
Let's see if the damn $6 beer is an old one. I can't see a date.
Well, it's funny because this here is almost like eating. You know, you got Almond Joy at Mounds. Mounds is the dark chocolate with the coconut, and this is a lot like that. You catch that afterwards. You'll take a drink and then you breathe in through your mouth, and then you close your mouth and breathe out through your nose, and you really get that chocolate and that coconut. It's delicious.
Well, I guess it's my turn to pour.
Anyway, it's his turn. You can fill him a little full.
Oh, looky there. Nice little can
Look
of
at that.
smoke coming off.
That's beautiful.
Ladies
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Well,
Beauty
I guess
before
we're gonna
age.
have a full beer on this one.
Yeah, 3/4 anyway.
Yeah,
It's a good beer.
We'll come back later.
Oh, look at that. Look at the head on that. I don't know if you guys can see how fine that head is. It is just little tiny bubbles, and look at it grab the side of the glass. That's
A man's dream.
yeah.
How
Good
tight
head.
that is.
Wait a minute.
Right.
That's not very fair.
A little more head.
That's good. Oh, now it's not fair. You need
Quit your
more.
whining. No.
I get a little bit of like coffee, a little coffee,
Yeah.
a little chocolate, not a lot on the nose for me.
Not a whole lot of malty sweetness on the nose. I feel like a dark fruit on the nose.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna get it in the taste. Well, I got it in the taste too. A little bit of raisin this time.
Coconut at all.
You get it. You don't get it on the nose. You get it on the taste. I think.
Let's try it.
Right when you first put it in your mouth,
Mm.
it was really, really predominant. So it's a decent beer. It's real light. It's very dry. To me, it's very dry on the tongue. So
I don't know if I'd call that a coconut porter.
yeah, I get the coconut.
I get a
So,
lot of like dark plum and
Yeah,
raisin.
yeah.
Like chewing tobacco.
Chewing tobacco. That's not
Oh.
good. Ooh, that's not good.
No, that's a what was it? Redmond long cut. Tastes like raisins.
I can tell you a story about that. That was hilarious. One day I was just a little guy, and was in Dayton, Washington, and my Uncle Barney used to chew that Red Man in the big packets, the long cut and big leaf, nasty crap. Anyway, I thought I was smart one day, and me and my cousin got into this chew, and we took a little bit and we chewed it, and it was nasty. It was horrible. Well, he found out, so our Uncle Barney set us on the step of Grandma's house and said, "You little bastards, you stole my chew. I got something for you." And he got us a bag each of this damn chew. And he made us sit there, and we had to swallow the spit instead of spitting it out, because that's what a real man does according to him, even though he doesn't do that. And you could just see us turn green, and it was all over. It was done. It was done. And I got to tell you right now, I haven't chewed since that day. So this brings back some memories.
Yeah.
You don't like that too much, huh?
It's
Yeah,
not bad, but it's,
I'm getting a little bit of the tobacco-y kind of.
yeah, it's almost like barley wine-ish. Real weird. I couldn't drink a lot of it, that's for sure.
Oh, see, you take a nice big drink.
It almost reminds me of the Belgian Dark Strong that Herman and Jeremy and I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
It really does. But that shit was fucking 11%. But
So take a big old drink, swish it around your mouth, swallow, and then breathe out through your nose. That's when I got the coconut.
yeah.
I got the coconut. Yeah.
Lift your, next time you do that,
Real dry, too.
Before you swallow, lift your tongue to the roof of your mouth and let it hit the bottom of your tongue.
That's
and
what I told her.
But try it. But yeah, it's, I don't know, that's different. I mean, it's like a double dish, but it's not the typical porter. It kind of threw me for a loop.
It's very different. It's very light actually. It's not silky,
viscous,
heavy, or like some of the other porters.
Yeah,
it doesn't have that
not creamy
that
smooth.
mouthfeel that a lot of them have. But you can really get the.
I'd like a little more coconut.
I think I would too.
Because this says, this toasted coconut porter will never cut corners. Well, I think you cut a few pounds of coconut corners. Real hand toasted coconut chips and pure natural chocolate creates the complex porter. Natural chocolate, that might be, depends where they source it. Maybe that's where we're getting all the dark fruit kind of.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Smooth and velvety with a pronounced coconut chocolate aroma. I didn't get coconut on the aroma for me, but that could just be me.
I don't.
Flavor and finish. Huh.
I don't really
It's
get
not
the
a
chocolate
bad beer.
coconut. I get more of a, like you said, a raisin, maybe a little coffee and chocolate in there. Yeah,
Not
it's
bad.
not bad. I couldn't drink a lot.
It just kind of threw me for a loop. Because I was expecting something a
it's
little
not
sweet.
It's not the coconut that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
So I apologize for that because I've had a coconut porter before that. Maybe it was a coconut stout that I had that was. I mean, it was like you ate an almond joy. It's nice
Yeah,
sweetness
it should
to it.
remind you of Almond Joy and Mounds.
Yeah, dark chocolate and coconut.
That's kind of how I was expecting. Like, oh, that's gonna be a good freaking Almond Joy Mounds or whatever. But
no, it is what it is.
it's good. It's
My favorite
good.
saying is what it is.
It's good, but it's different. It's not a toasted cool chocolate coconut. Damn it!
So
we're
we're
a
gonna
candy bar now.
So we're gonna take a break while we finish these, or
Holy shit, we're back! No. Anyways, our next up is.
oh my god, you should have seen these people around here. They were trying to fight in to get our beer. No, we fought them off. A little tired.
Our next one is from Rogue Brewing. They are in Newport, Oregon, which is on the coast. Hour and 10 minutes.
About an
from
hour and
us,
10 minutes,
on
yeah.
the coast.
So, just a key thing. I want to hear him say the name.
Rogue in Newport. Newport's my favorite place on the coast ever. Well, I can't say ever because we found a new spot in the summer, so it's a lot further down south. But this is their hazelnut brown nectar mixed with their chocolate stout.
Yes.
Which, if you've had any of those beers, both are phenomenal beers.
Very good.
If you ever had their double chocolate stout, oh, so good, but it's like 9.5%. So this is Hazelutely Chocotabulous. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says same thing. 60% hazelnut brown nectar, 40% chocolate stout. So this
I've been waiting for this one. I haven't had it yet.
Bitter, roast, malt, sweet, chocolate. It pairs with fried plantains, grilled quail, and Trey's Lychee's cake.
Trey Leach?
Yeah, I can't say that shit.
Or Tres Leachy.
Dedicated to Seb and Chris. For years, our hardest core local fans have been drinking a blend of chocolate stout and hazelnut brown nectar. They say it tastes like a chocolate candy bar. We have taken these two absolutely fabulous beers and fused them together to create a hazelnutly chocotabulous, dark and decadent with a rich nutty flavor up front, followed by a chocolate truffle finish. We're thrilled to share our little secret with the world. 5.7% alcohol, 51 IBU, 73 SRM.
I'm going to do the honors on this one. Because I'm going to pour my glass full. And
Neither one of us had this yet, so that's what makes this one a great one. I guess I kind of followed a candy bar theme. If we would have had Belgian Beaver peanut butter milk stout.
I have one of those at home too. I should have brought it, huh?
But obviously this one, the coconut Oh, excuse me. Well, coconut porter is
look at
not
that.
a candy bar.
Go ahead. Show them that head.
Oh,
I give good
I got
head.
some thick burps. Oh, check that out. Oh, yeah.
I have a
That's
feeling I'm going to
beautiful.
like this, so I'm giving myself...
Very dark.
Oh,
that's
look at
perfect.
there. Yeah.
Give me some more.
Give you some head.
Give me some more. Baby, don't give me more.
Look at that. Let's put that way. Oh, I can't wait. I
Oh.
can't wait. I've been staring at it going, oh, and I love hazelnut brown. Love hazelnut brown, and I love their chocolate stout.
So just sip a little foam. Just sip a little foam. You won't
Well,
get
I'm
much
smelling
smell.
it.
You won't get a whole lot of smell of foam, but the foam's a little.
Oh, my
foam,
Lord.
Foam's always a little more bitter than what it should be.
Oh my Lord, that's like sipping on a. Have you ever had a hazelnut Snickers bar? Right here.
Well, a lot of people say the combo 60-40 isn't quite right.
Oh my Lord.
I don't know if maybe people want 50-50.
Wow.
But it's
No.
probably not going to be very thick since there's more hazelnut brown ale.
It's a lot thicker than you think.
Hazelnut brown is a
Wow.
easy drinking, like blonde ale. It's not blonde, it's a brown ale, but it's easy. Like
I'm
a
getting a case. That's all there is to it.
last time we done that, it was their
was
pumpkin
horrible.
one. It was their pumpkin one. We,
Oh my God.
my old boss got us a 22-ounce bottle of Rogue's pumpkin ale. We split it. I said I can't wait to try it with Richard. We split it. It was like eating pumpkin pie.
Every time you took a drink, it was like you had a bite of pumpkin pie. It was amazing.
with the whipped cream.
And if for people that don't know this, Rogue's Pumpkin Ale, they grow their pumpkins, they grow their hops,
barley.
they grow their barley, they grow everything. It's right from their farm, and they make this beautiful ale. First year I had it, I was like, oh my God. So I called them up and I said, I want 5 cases. I don't care, the 22-ounce bottles. That's at what was it, $10 a bottle. I didn't care.
So we had to drive up to Portland.
Yeah,
oh
we did.
darn!
Shucks. Sat at Rogue in Portland, and I got my ale, and I was like, oh my God, this doesn't taste anything like it did last year. So they changed a little something, or it was living in the moment.
Well,
That's what it is.
It's hard to replicate. Thank you. It changes every year. Like they've always said that it determines. Okay, our pie pumpkins. How sweet are they this year?
Yeah.
How whatever, you know.
Yeah, it depends on the water, how much rain we get, how much rain we don't get, how dry it is. I mean, everything changes all of that. It changes the hops as far as that goes. It changes everything. So, but I still drank it. It was still good. It was a great beer. But that first year was like, oh my God, I looked at my brother and I says, we got to get more of this. And they were all sold out. And I says,
Yeah.
oh my God.
It was
There's
so
pumpkin
good.
pie. It was pumpkin pie in a glass. That's a fat guy's dream, pumpkin pie in a glass.
It's one of those saying everybody's had pumpkin beers and they're not normally very good. They're all right. They're like spicy, you know, like pumpkin spice. No, like anything.
Some of them are over
A lot
top
of
sweet.
cinnamon, and
Yeah.
this was just like the perfect beer in the perfect moment. And it
You
just-
tasted crust? I mean, literally with that, how they did that maltiness to get that crust in there. And then you tasted the milkiness, like the creaminess from the milk. It's like a milk stout where you taste almost like whipped cream. And then you have that pumpkin and the nice little spices they put in with the nutmeg and the cloves. And it was
perfect.
it's a good beer.
It was perfect that time, you know. I mean,
That's where I say, you know, we always say, live in the moment because, you know, that moment may never come again.
yeah.
And just like this right here, I'm drinking probably one of the top 10 beers I've drank this year.
It could be a little sweeter for me.
Really?
A little thicker, a little sweeter.
I think it's absolutely wonderful.
No, it's good. It's great.
I get a sweetness right when I drink it, so
I get like
it's very dry.
very dry, just like the hazelnut brown.
Yep.
And I get like the crust of toast, like the white crust of toast.
Yeah.
That breadiness. Oh, that's so good.
See, you know what I like is that it's got a great nose, and I've noticed that more it warms up while I'm holding it, the more the aromas come out in it. I think it's very good.
but look at that. You
I know.
swirl it up. Wow, so beautiful.
I can sit here and just smell it all day.
Imagine this on
Maybe-
nitro.
Oh, a candle. Make a candle that smells like that.
Nitro, right there.
Oh, that'd be good on nitro,
beer.
yeah.
Oh. I can see why people would probably want a little more stout in it. Just to
That's
thicken
really
it up a little bit, make it a little sweeter, but God, that's good.
It's a good beer. A real good beer.
But you do pick up the bitterness from their chocolate stout. Their chocolate
Yeah, you
stout,
do.
it's not a weenie stout.
Rogue has done some amazing beers. I mean, they're just like I said with Deschutes, Crux. Those breweries. I mean, I have a handful of breweries that I like to try all of them. I mean, hell, Tim and I drove all the way to Spokane. We got to visit her mom, but
Yeah.
we drove all the way to Spokane because we heard of a place called Budge Brothers. They're no longer in business.
But it was good.
Great beer, great beer, and
It was a very sketchy neighborhood.
oh,
Yeah, you had to fight off the tweakers and the prostitutes and the pimp daddies, I think, to get there.
fucking guy pushing his shopping cart with his home in it, It was interesting. It was a great trip.
Yeah.
But it's I'll go to the ends of the earth damn near to have a good beer, and without being a beer snob. I am not a beer snob by no means. Tim, he knows way more about beer than I do. I know what I like, but he's nowhere near a beer snob.
No. In the end of the day, it's beer. The beer does one thing: bring people together, get them fucking talking. That's the only purpose for beer. I mean, that's what beer is. It's an everyday working man's drink. It's nothing against any other thing out there or any beer snob or whatever. It's just
That's the beautiful part about beer, about food, and it's
the snobs can
it's-
rub elbows with the low class.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. Like when we get the brewery open, it doesn't matter who you are. You'll be rubbing elbows with anybody who wants a beer. And we're pretty down to earth, and that's just the way it should be. Beer brings people together. Food brings people together. So why not pair them together, huh? And I'll tell you, don't get me wrong, I like the wine too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'll bring you together too, a little faster.
But people look at us funny when we walk into wineries and go wine tasting. I'm
Who's
not gonna
that
change.
guy in the plaid and the guy with the big beard?
The fucking guy in the hoodie and Crocs.
Yeah, with socks on.
I'm not gonna fucking change it for anybody.
It's a good time. It's all about having a good time. It's all about, I keep reverting back to living in the moment and having a good time. I mean,
It's
there's
life.
there's very few things in my life that I enjoy more than spending time with my brother and enjoying some good beers. And my wife, she's one of the few that I enjoy as much, if not more. I get a little more out of her than I do out of him. But there's many times when my wife and I go traveling. We've been down to New Orleans and Jamaica. Oh, by the way, Jamaica is my favorite beach. I don't really care about beaches. You can talk about Oregon coast, we'll go down there. And there's many times that I think that I would like to bring him with us, and so we can go drink beer. So.
Gotta get on that tin can.
Yeah. So,
anyways, we're gonna finish these. Well, I'm gonna finish mine. He's gonna finish his.
Wives walked in.
We're gonna finish these and come back with the next.
Yep, the last one. We got a good story on that one, so stay tuned.
All right.
All right, hold me up. No, I'm joking.
We're back. This is a good one.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one, I gotta tell you.
It'll be lacking vanilla, but this is Vertigo Brewing Vanilla Porter from Hillsboro, Oregon. Go ahead. Tell the story.
Tell the story. Okay, so we used to belong to
18 IBUs, 4.8% alcohol.
tells me to talk and then tells me to shut
We
up.
saved the lightest for last. Thank God.
Yeah. So we had our brew club meeting, PDX Brewing, over at Vertigo Brewing over in Hillsboro. And we were over there, and I had a pint of vanilla porter, and oh my Lord.
You had a pint.
Well, just several pints, but I started with one pint. And I gotta tell you, it was the best vanilla porter I ever drank. It was nice and sweet. It had a good vanilla mouth. Oh, it was so, everything about it was a great beer. And so that was back when they were small, of course, and they've upgraded all their equipment and everything. But that night, I bought 2 of these.
More like 8.
No, I only bought 2.
Oh.
And then I bought 2 growlers. And I looked at, we went home and I dropped my brother off here and I told him, I says, brother, I says, you got to fucking make this porter. I said, it's phenomenal. Make it. I gave it to him and he made it better. I got to tell you, he made it better. He won 3rd place in nationals for it. He now calls it Little Richard, as me, Richard. So, oh, must be real good. But it was the best vanilla porter I had ever had, and that was how many years ago?
We were
7 years ago.
I lived at my old place.
Yeah,
it was a long time ago.
7-8 years ago, and to this day, the vanilla porter that he makes is far superior to anything I've ever drank as far as porter goes. But I'm gonna give this one another shot. I haven't had it in many years because
this is the one that started it. So
this is what started everything. It was a great.
We took this beer, the Black Butte Porter, and started dosing that with vanilla until I came up with a good dose. Tried several different vanillas. The Mexican vanilla that I use a lot now from Mexico is almost too much.
It's delicious.
It's good.
It doesn't take a lot, does it? What is it, like 1 ounce per 10 gallons or something?
Yeah, something. It's
not much, but this is good. I don't get much of the vanilla anymore.
It's more in the nose.
Yeah, a
I
little
get
bit.
chocolate and vanilla.
It's very dry. It's very dry, very light. I remember it the first time we had it. It was real velvety, smooth, and it had that nice sweetness to it. And this doesn't have that.
No. It's almost like Sprite.
Yeah.
Sprite on the tongue, like
it's very, very dry, very
it's not
easy.
overcarbonated.
It's really good.
This might be a little different. They call this Madagascar vanilla porter.
Maybe it's a little different.
Different kind of.
It's not a bad porter.
No.
I truly enjoy it. I don't enjoy it as much as my brothers, but I am a little prejudiced too. I mean, he is my little brother, so
I'm a firm believer. If you say vanilla,
you should taste and smell vanilla.
Yeah. I made a blonde ale, and I call it lemon mouth punch because the lemon punches you in the mouth. You know,
there's a lot of lemon in that. You almost can't taste the blonde.
It's not quite pledgy, but it's fucking good. I've had a lot of people go, man, that's really good.
Yeah.
But you gotta like lemon.
Very true. Very true. And it's a lot like a shandy, but not as sweet.
No.
You know, a lot of these shandies are real sweet. So, but it's got a great. I mean, how many lemons did you zest to get that?
I've done for 10 gallons, 3 ounces of lemon zest.
Which is how many lemons do you think?
A bag.
A bag.
It was
a bag of lemons.
So
he's over there. Lemon zesting.
I waited for it to get done with fermentation, and I put 3 ounces of lemon zest in it for 5 days, I believe.
Really good stuff.
Next time I might do 2 ounces. Yeah, take about 4 lemons out. But
we'll see.
This is good.
It's good. It's a good beer.
It's very light.
It's definitely not what I remember when we first got it. Like I said,
I wouldn't call it a porter.
That's real light. It's a brown ale. Kind of. It's a light brown ale. It's
almost. Yeah, I'd say more brownish.
Yeah,
it's very thin.
It is very thin.
It's still good though.
Yeah, it's a good beer. Nothing. I don't take anything away from Vertigo. I will tell you that I did notice that a lot of their beers changed when they switched from the smaller brew system to the larger brew system. I don't know if it was because they didn't translate the numbers well enough or transpose the numbers well enough and figure out their calculations. But I mean, they still made good beers. It just wasn't as good
You can see
as it
through
used to
that.
be. And you shouldn't be able to see through a
No.
porter. I don't care what anybody says. You shouldn't be able to see through a porter. So
It's good though. You get a little chocolate, a little
a little bit. It's very dry. Very dry.
Maybe vanilla. Maybe this one might be a little different. Might be a different one. We'll have to look it up, but
Yeah. So, you know, we've had some great beers. You know, the best part about this is the fact that we. Yeah, go ahead.
There we go. An American style full-bodied porter.
That's not full body.
Lightly hopped to accent its chocolate character with a hint of Madagascar vanilla bean. Well, at least they said
It's
that
a hint.
right. It's a hint. You do get the chocolate.
It is not full bodied.
No.
I'm telling you right now,
No,
it's not full bodied.
You can see through it. I mean, I'm sitting here right here with the light.
Oh yeah,
and
me
you
too.
can see through
You
it.
can see my fingers.
It's almost a cross between a brown and a red.
Yeah, yeah, kind
It could
of.
be like a vanilla.
Yeah,
red.
more dry like a red,
Mhm.
I think. But you know, it's been great to
It's
be
good.
able to.
It's not bad. It's God. There's a.
What do you not eat on my pizza? You no eat on my pizza, I smack it in your face.
The Flanders red.
Oh, Flanders red, yeah.
Yeah. It's almost sour.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit,
Weird.
yeah.
Maybe we just got bad blood. I don't know.
Maybe it's just the way they want it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like I said,
It's
beer
a lot of flavor for 4.8% alcohol.
beer is beer. I mean, and if you find a beer you like, drink it. You may love this. Anybody may
If
love
you find
this.
a beer
I mean,
you don't care for, guess what? Drink
don't
it.
drink it.
Don't drink it.
Well, drink it once
If
you
you
open
open
it.
drink.
But after that, don't buy it again. So,
I don't know. It's weird. It's different. It's not the same porter. That's
It's-
going to be
it's-
mine. That's good. That's a different porter. It's supposed to be totally different.
so
I'll do my research.
yeah.
Definitely not my porter.
Well, I don't know what we're doing next Friday. It's going to be a surprise.
It's going to be beers.
Beers.
Probably 6 of them. Maybe more. I don't know. Maybe we'll do 6 growlers.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
I'm walking home or Ubering it.
Or just sleeping on
Yeah.
the couch down here.
So, but I do know that the Friday before Christmas, we're going to do all of our winter ales.
We'll make sure we got our ugly shirts on.
Oh yeah, I'll have my ugly. I've got a unicorn that throws up candy and lights up. So that's a great one for
And
that.
then a
So
rainbow of candy.
it's throwing up candy.
Oh.
It just, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. So yeah.
That's not how I want at the end of the night.
No, we need another one of them rogues.
I know.
That's all right. I got some more 5 Pines, and well, what do you think?
For a 4% beer, that's a lot
Not
of
bad.
flavor. Not
Yeah,
bad.
it is.
Yeah, I could drink. You could drink 6, 8 of these before you get a buzz. It's better than Corona.
Unless you wait.
I like Corona with hot.
To tell you how much of a beer drinker I am, I like to go down to my local restaurants called Mazalon in McMinnville, Oregon. So go there; they're amazing. And you get a 32-ounce Dos Equis Amber
with
lime,
lime.
and these mugs are so cold that you still have frost on them by the time you're halfway done. So it's good
That's
too.
good.
It's beer's beer. It's
good to kick back and throw some of those down your gullet and say, that's good.
Yeah.
Eat some ceviche,
Oh,
raw oysters,
yeah. Oh, uno
Or-
dos series opciones, por favor.
or some lamb shank.
Yeah, their lamb's really good
Shank
too.
is so good. So,
Anyway,
anyways, it's been a pleasure, I guess.
love your family, love your friends, love your beer.
Yeah.
Cheers to good beers. Enjoy.